Hello students, welcome to Inside IAS Academy. I am Dr. Pravin Kumar. So again welcomes you for the discussion test series prelims examination for Geography of India and the world. So this complete test consists of 80 questions on the geography and 20 questions are on the current affair. So let us start the discussion. The question number 1 deals with the consider the following statements. The statement 1 is the outermost part of or the topmost layer of the earth is known as crust. Yes, this is correct, because if you go the classification of division of the earth, so there are the 3 layers. The topmost layer is called the crust. This is crust. Middle layer is called mantle and the inner layer is called core. So this outermost or topmost layer of the earth is known as crust. This statement is correct. The continental crust, statement 2, the continental crust is denser than the oceanic crust because it is made up of the rock such as basalt. So continental crust is made up of lighter rock material. So lighter means it is not denser, right? So this statement is wrong. Number 2, the mean thickness of the oceanic crust is greater than the continental crust. So thickness of oceanic crust is about 5 to 10 kilometer and continental crust is, the thickness is about 75 kilometer. So this statement also comes wrong, right? Which of the following statements given above is correct, is or are correct? So answer is only A. Next question. With the reference to the structure of the earth, consider the following statements. Due to the presence of metallic mineral in the innermost layer of the earth, this layer is known as metallic core. This is absolutely correct because we find Fe, nickel and iron inside the core. So this is a heavy metallic mineral. The statement 2, the mantle makes up the about 15% of the earth crust or the earth's total volume. 15% means it is about the 84%. So that this is the volume is it is higher. So this statement is wrong. Then after, the density of the earth's layer increases as we move towards the center. This is absolutely correct. So density of the earth's layer increases. So the crust density is about 2.7 to 2.9. Mantle density is for 4.7 to 4.9 and core density is about 11 to 13. So this is the statement density increases. This statement is correct, right? So that the density of the earth's layer increases as we move towards the center. This statement is correct. So this one statement is correct. So we have to see the question, how many of the above statements are incorrect. So be cautious about the correct or incorrect informations or the statements. Only 2 is incorrect. So answer is this is only one statement is wrong. So answer is A. Next question. In the context of the lithosphere, consider the following statements. The lithosphere is made up of a number of large and small plates that move and interact with one another. This is correct. The lithosphere is composed of or consists oceanic as well as continental plates. Oceanic and the continental plate. Number 2 statement. It floats on the asthenosphere, which is of 100 kilometer thick layer. This is found at the top of the lower mantle. So here this is to be marked here. It is not a lower mantle, rather it is a upper mantle, right? So asthenosphere is a part of the upper mantle. So this statement is wrong. The element of the lithosphere are organized into a compound to form minerals. So this statement is wrong. So let us see what is this question. Which of the statements have given above is are correct? So here we have only one statement correct. So our answer is only 1. Next question. Consider the following types of the rock: granite, gneiss, marble, sandstone and basalt. Which of the rock given above are examples of igneous rock? So igneous rock is of granite and basalt. So rest rocks are the sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. Sandstone is sedimentary, marble and gneiss is metamorphic. So this is, let's see what is the question. Which of the following given above are examples of igneous rock? So granite and the basalt is a example of igneous rock. So 1 and 5, this is correct answer, B. Next question, match the following pairs, types of mountains and origin process. So fold mountains is the result of presence of the convergent boundaries, B1. Block mountains is always the result of the tensile force, this is faulting. The volcanic mountain definitely with the process of volcanic activities, and the residual mountains which have been highly eroded. So this is the result of process of denudation, right? So B1B, 2C, 1B, 2C and 3D, 4A. This is the answer. Answer is B. Next question. With reference to the earthquakes, read the following statements carefully. Earthquakes are caused due to the release of energy along the fault. This is correct. The point on the surface nearest to the focus is called epicenter. This is absolutely correct, because the point where the energy release is called a point of focus, and which is a nearest point, that is point is called on the surface is called epicenter. So it is a closest point to the fault. Number 3, the Mercalli scale measures the magnitude of the earthquake, magnitude of an earthquake, whereas the Richter scale measures the intensity of an earthquake. So this is a reverse. Magnitude, the Mercalli scale, it records or measures the intensity, and Richter scale, it records magnitude. So this statement is wrong. Next, how many of the above statements are correct? So how many statements are correct? 1 and 2 is correct. So 2 statements are correct. So that is the answer, B. Next question, with reference to the animals and their respective habitats, consider the following pairs, animals and a state. So elephant has been found there in the Karnataka. Yes, this is correct. The one-horned rhino has been found there in West Bengal and Assam. Indian lion is found there in Gujarat. This is there in Gujarat, in Gir Hills. This is called Gir Loin, right? So this is wrong. Tiger is there in the Maharashtra. Yes, this is correct. So let's see what is the question there. Which of the following pairs have given above are correctly matched? So following pair, how many pairs? 1 is correct, 2 is correct, and the 3, 4 is correct. So 3 pairs are correct. 1, 2 and 4. Our option matches to, our answer matches to the 1 to 4, C. Next question. In the context of Narmada river, which of the following statements are correct? All tributaries of the Narmada river are very short, and most of these join the main stream at the right angle. So this is correct, because they are short and they meet at the right angle. So that is the nature of the Narmada basin. This river rises at the Amarkantak hill in the Madhya Pradesh and flows towards the west in the Rift Valley. So this river definitely it originates from the Amarkantak hill. Then it flows into the Rift Valley. This is a well-known fact that Narmada river flows into the Rift Valley. This is correct. Narmada river basin covers a part of Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. So this is Uttar Pradesh is not the part of the Narmada basin. So this is wrong. Choose the correct option using the code given below. So what is the correct option? 1 and 2 is correct. So the 1 and 2 is correct. Our option is, answer is A. Right? Next question. Which of the following are characterized feature of the Himalayan rivers? So Himalayan river is perennial. Yes. Himalayan rivers are they are involved in the intensive erosion. Yes. Himalayan river forms meander. Yes. In the Gangetic plain, well developed deltas. Yes, they are in the Indus and the Ganga Brahmaputra delta. they have long cores. Absolutely correct. They select the correct answers using the code given below. So this all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are correct. So our option is D. Next question. Consider the following countries: Australia, Canada, Brazil and China. So arrange the given above countries in correct order of their areas from smallest to the largest and choose the correct answers using the code given below. So the first it will be the smallest is Australia, then after it will come to Brazil, then to the China, and then to the 1, 2, 3 and then 4, right? So Canada has a largest coastline in the world. So that is answer is B. So the question is, in the context of Himalayan mountains, consider the following statements. The Himalayan ranges stretch over northern part of the India, forming an arc. This is absolutely correct. So this is forming an arc from Nanga Parbat to, there is syntaxial band, this is called Namcha Barwa, right? Statement 2, the Himalayan consists of the 3 parallel ranges and the height of these ranges increases from north to south. This is wrong. The height increases from south to north, not the north to south. So this statement is wrong. The Karakoram mountains contains some of the world's largest mountain glacier. This is absolutely correct, because Karakoram itself is a glacier. There are Gasherbum, Masherbum, then after Siachen glacier, right? Hispar glacier. So many the large and the wide glaciers are present in the Karakoram mountain. So this statement is correct. 1 is also correct. So let's see what is the question. Which of the statement given above is or are correct? So how many statements are correct? 1 and 3 is correct. So our answer matches to the B. So the answer is B. Next question. Which of the following are examples of the metallic minerals? Metallic minerals, we have manganese, copper, silver, right? These are the metallic minerals. So let's see if here is our options. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So answer is 135. So 135 matches to the option A is the answer, right? Next question. In the context of atmosphere, consider the following statements. The atmosphere is a thin layer of the gas that surrounds the earth and extends up to the height of about 100 kilometer. So atmosphere, it is not only confined to the 100 kilometer, rather it is beyond the 100 kilometer. So we find it is near about 1600 kilometer. And effective atmosphere, this is up to, this we call it is effective atmosphere. Effective atmosphere means this is up to 400 kilometer. Effective atmosphere means which has a major the effect there on the surface of the earth. So this statement comes to the wrong. The atmosphere is composed mainly to carbon dioxide and oxygen, which make up the about 99% of the clean dry air. That is atmosphere composed. Nitrogen 78% and oxygen 21%. So that total comes to the 99%. So this is atmosphere is composed of the mainly of the carbon dioxide, right? But here nitrogen and oxygen, but this carbon dioxide is not the part of the major or mainly. This is, see, the word is composed mainly. So carbon dioxide is not the part of the mainly or the main gases. So wrong statement. The density of the atmosphere as well as the temperature decreases rapidly as we move upward. Yes, this statement is correct, because there is density of the atmosphere decreases, or the more denser atmosphere we find along the surface of the earth, near the ocean surface or on the sea level, right? So that, let's see what is the question. Which of the following statement is are not correct? not correct. We have to be very much cautious about this not and incorrect. So that this 1 and 2 is not correct. So our answer matches to the B. Not correct. B. Yes. Next question. In the context of peninsular plateau, consider the following statement. It is the tableland composed of the old crystalline igneous sedimentary rock. So in the tableland, this sedimentary rock does not exist, or there is no sedimentary structure. So the statement is wrong. The western edge of this plateau is comparatively continuous and higher than the eastern Ghat. This is also correct. Western edge, that is the Western Ghats. So this is a continuous topography higher than the Eastern Ghat. This is the correct statement. Deccan Trap covers almost entire part of the southern India except Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. So this is includes the Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh also. Malwa Plateau and the Kathiawar Plateau is a part of the Deccan Plateau. Right? So this statement comes to wrong. Which of the statements given above are not correct? So let's see which is not correct. 1 and 3 is not correct. 1 and 3 is not correct. So the answer is C. Next question. Consider the following pairs. Lakes and states. Wular Lake, it is there in the Kashmir. Wular Lake is the largest freshwater lake of the India. Chilika Lake, this is in Madhya Pradesh. No, Chilika Lake is in Odisha. This is in Odisha. And then of Vembanad Lake, this is wrong. This is there in Kerala. And Cholamu Lake, this is there in Sikkim. It is there in Sikkim. So how many of the pairs above are not correctly matched? So 2, 3, 4 is not correct. This is only 3 pairs. Answer is C. Next question. Read the following statement carefully and select the correct answer using the code given below. Red soil is derived from igneous rock in the hot, relatively dry part of the southern and south and the eastern part of the Indian peninsula. This is correct. Eastern part of peninsula we find there on the Rayalaseema region, Telangana region where these iron rich rocks are more. Then after, so this statement comes true. Laterite soil is found in the hot rainy climate and the hilly region of the Western Ghat, Chotanagpur Plateau and some part of the northeastern states. So this is correct. So there we find there the Western Ghat has a rich deposits of the laterite soil. Chotanagpur Plateau has a rich deposit of the laterite soil, and the same way there is a northeastern states has the deposits of the laterite soil. In this mountainous region of the Himalayas, the soil cover is thick, generally thicker. No, because the relief, it is thin profile of soil. There is a thin profile of the soil. So this statement is wrong. The black soil is also known as the Regur soil. This is absolutely correct. In the Marathi, it is called Regur soil. How many of the above statements are correct? So 1, 2, 4, 3 statements are correct. So answer is C. Consider the following statement. Statement 1, clay soil is the most suitable soil for the cultivation of paddy. Right? Because there we find this cultivation of paddy there in alluvial soil. Right? Which is generally clay in the nature. Percolation rate of the clay soil is very low, so as compared to the sandy and the loamy soil. Yes, this is correct. So the second is the correct explanation of the A. Which of the following is a correct in respect of the above statement? Both statements A and 1 and 2 are correct, and 2 statement is a correct explanation for statement 1. So this is absolutely correct. So we can go there on this. Next question, with the reference to the crop produced in India, consider the following pairs. They are rice, wheat, pulses and maize. The Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Madhya Pradesh. So, and wheat, Rajasthan, Karnataka and Maharashtra. Karnataka, there is no rice. Karnataka, no rice is produced. Pulses, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, correct. Maize, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Maharashtra. So let's see what is the question. How many pairs given above are correctly matched? So we have the rice is correct, pulses are correct. So maize we do not find there in the Maharashtra. So that the two options are wrong. So there is answer is B. Next question. Read the following statement carefully. Eastern coastal plain is a wider stretch of the landmass of the India, which is wider and more level than the western coastal plain. So this is correct because there is a more of the deposition in the eastern coastal plain. The eastern coastal plain extends from Subarnrekha to the Kanyakumari. This is absolutely correct. This is also correct. The western coastal plain region covers delta formed by western coastal region does not have delta. No. And formed by rivers like Mahanadi, Krishna. See, these all rivers are there in the eastern coastal plain. So this statement is absolutely wrong. Which of the statement given above are correct? Statement are correct. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is the option B. Next question. Consider the following statement. The asteroid belt is present in between the orbit of Saturn and Jupiter. It is between the Mars. So this statement comes wrong. All the planets of the solar system revolve around the sun in the counterclockwise direction, form orbits. This is correct. They are flowing there. Pluto is the farthest from the sun. Hence it is the coldest planet of the solar system. Yes, it is the farthest. So this will be the less insolation will be reaching in the Pluto, and also this rate of heating also will be lesser because of the distance. So which of the statements are correct? 2 and 3 is correct. So the answer is B. Next question, 21. Consider the following statements. About 90% of the global population of the eastern of the earth covers about 1/3 of the total land area. So it has been observed there on the surface that the large size of the population lives on this small piece of land and the small size of population lives on the larger size of the land. So that this statement comes to the correct. The uneven distribution of population in a different part of the world is mainly due to varied characteristics of land and climate. This is absolutely correct. Land in terms of this availability for the agriculture practice, climate is that is suitable temperature, and the water availability also has been found. This is the making the suitable condition for the habitation. Then statement 3, the use of land is determined by the physical factors only, such as the topography, soil, climate, minerals and availability of water. So this use of the land is determined by the physical conditions. So not only the use of land by the physical factor, but the other factors also make the possible to live the people over there, right? So this is wrong. Next, which of the statement given above are correct? So we have a correct statement 1 and 2. Our option matches to the A. So that is a answer A. Next question. With reference to the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora CITES, consider the following statement. CITES is an international agreement between governments with the objective of preservation of planet's flora and fauna. Number 2, it ensures that the international trade in the specimens listed under CITES do not threaten its survival. This is correct statement. The CITES is also an international agreement between the different governments which have the objective mainly to preserve or protect flora and fauna. This is also correct. Then after, as an active CITES member, India, they prohibits the international trade of endangered wild species. So this is also correct. So India is a responsible member of the CITES, which is making all the efforts to protect the all endangered species. So which of these statements given above are above correct? So 1 correct, 2 correct, 3 correct. Answer is D. Next question. Read the following statement carefully and select the correct answer using the code given below. Natural vegetation and the wildlife exist in the narrow zone of contact between lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. So this is We call it this is hydrosphere, this is lithosphere, this is atmosphere. So this whole part, the narrow zone, is called biosphere. So this is correct. The biosphere living beings are interrelated and interdependent on each other for survival. So this is absolutely correct. So statement 3, an ecosystem contains only biotic component, that is plant, animal and other organisms. No, not only biotic but abiotic also, like rock, land. So sunlight also is a biotic factor, so that is also responsible for the growth of an ecosystem. So this statement comes wrong. Which of the statements are given above is or are correct? So let's see what is the statement correct. 1 and 2 is correct. So our option comes to the C. Next question, which of the following factors play an important role in the process of weathering? So weathering, it is temperature change, definitely this is called weathering. Contrast of the temperature day and night. Number 2, frost action, definitely it is there. Then after plant, yes. Animals, yes. Human activities, absolutely correct. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So we have the 1, 2, 3, 4. Is all the options correct? So that is, the answer is D. Next question, which of the following phenomena is or are responsible for causing forest fire? Forest fire is all related with the high temperature in the tropical region particularly. So there is a lightning, yes, correct. Humidity, no, because the presence of water does not leads the or makes a favorable condition the forest fire, right? So that high atmospheric temperatures, this is true. Naked fire flames, this is also true. Naked flame means when some person is throwing this matchbox, burnt matchbox, or this some part of this cigarette, so they have been throwing there on the dry areas, so that causes a forest fire also. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So we have the correct statement. So this is 1, 3, 4 is the correct answer. Answer is B. In the context of the cold weather season in India, consider the following statements. So cold weather season, frost is common in the northern part of the India, and the higher slope of the Himalayas experience snowfall. So there is a frost, it happens there in the December and January in India, northern part of India, and also this Himalaya state, they experience snowfall. So this is correct statement. The peninsular region does not have a well defined cold weather season. This is absolutely correct because it comes in the tropical region. During the cold weather season, the northeast trade winds blow over the country. This is absolutely correct. There is a reversal of the wind and also is establishment of the northeast trade. Right? Next, which of the statements is or are correct? So we have all the 3 statements correct. So answer is D. Next question. With reference to the various methods of the soil conservation, consider the following pairs. Soil conservation. Mulching, different crops are growing in the alternate rows. No, this is not the mulching process. Contour barriers, plowing parallel to the contours of a hill slopes of the slope to form a natural barrier for water. No, this is not. Contour plowing, stones, grass, soils are used to build barrier along the contours. This is also not there. Rather, we see this contour barrier is made in this pattern and the plowing has been done in this pattern. Then after, shelter belts, row of the trees are planted to check the wind movement to protect the soil cover. This is absolutely correct. So let's see which of the following pair above is are correctly matched. Answer is only 4. A. Next question. In the context of the natural vegetation, which of the following statements are not correct? So this we have to point out this not correct. So the size and the density of the tree reduces with the decrease in the moisture content. This is absolutely correct. We can find out the example there in the desert areas. No moisture, no vegetation. Right? So this statement comes true. Grasslands are formed in the areas of heavy rainfall. No, heavy rainfall will have the dense forest cover. Tundra region or tundra vegetation comprises of the deep-rooted plants with the thorny and the waxy leaves. No. So this tundra has the coniferous trees. The vegetation of the dry areas are low rainfall, consist of the huge trees. So when there is a dry rainfall, the huge trees will be absent. So the statement is wrong. Let's see. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So what is the correct answer? 1 is correct. Yes, our question is not correct. Not correct. So we have to see which is the not correct. So 2, 3, 4 is not correct. So the answer is B. Next question. Arrange the different layers of the soil in a correct order from the top to bottom layer. Choose the right answer using the code given below. Sand, silt, clay, humus and vegetation, parental rock, weathered rock material. So if we see there in the rock profile or the soil profile, we find their base is a parental rock. Then there is a weathered rock material, weathered rock. Then after we will find there, this is the B layer, which will have the deposits or the process of elevation and elevation. Then after we will have the A layer. So A layer will have this organic matter then. So there we will find then first will be humus and vegetation. In the first layer, top layer will have the decomposed material, organic material. So this will be humus and vegetation. The second will be there the deposits of sand, silt, clay. So here is the deposits of sand, silt, clay. Then after will be there weathered rock. This is weathered rock and then parental rock. So option comes to the 2, 1, 4, 3. This is A is the answer. Next question. Consider the following countries: Brazil, United States, Pakistan and Indonesia. So arrange the countries given above in correct order of its respective size of population. Size of population from the smallest to the largest. Smallest to the largest, and choose the correct answer using the code given below. So there the smallest size of the population is Brazil, number 1. Then after it comes to the Pakistan, number 2. Then it comes to the there in Indonesia, number 3, and then the United States. So we have to go small to the large, means less to the greater population. So 1, 3, 4, 2. So this is our answer, B. Next question. Consider the following hills: Patkai Hills, Rajmahal Hill, Manipur Hill, Lushai Hills. So Patkai Hill is in the Arunachal Pradesh, Rajmahal Hill is in the West Bengal. This is in West Bengal. Manipur is in Manipur, Lushai is there in Mizoram. Mizoram. So how many of the states above hills are the part of Purvanchal Hills? So Rajmahal is not the part of the West Bengal, not the part of Purvanchal Hills. So we have 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 3. How many of the hills are the part of the Purvanchal Hills? So only 3. So answer is C. Next question. In the context of tropical evergreen forest, consider the following statement: these forests are found in the places where the temperature range from 15 to 30 degree and rainfall between 100 to 200 centimeter. No, because the rainfall for the tropical evergreen forest should be always there more than 200 to 250 centimeter, more than 250 centimeter at least. Right, so then only the tropical evergreen forest will be growing. So then it is wrong statement. Ebony, mahogany, rosewood, rubber and cinchona are the dominant species of the trees found in these forests. So this is correct statement. They are the important varieties of the trees. These forests have the multi-layer structure. This is true because of the varying stages of the rainfall or the precipitation. So there different varieties of the tree grow all together. So there is they are growing in the different layers. So how many of the statements above are correct? We have the 2 statement 2 and 3. 2 statement, this is answer is B. Next question. By the reference to the central highlands, consider the following statement. Central highland means northern part of the peninsula. The central highland, the wet temperate type of forest is found between the height ranging from 4,000 to 5,000 meter. That is not actually the height of the central highland. Central highland is very, very low, and also we find the tropical dry deciduous forest. So there is no condition of the wet temperate. Right? Next statement. Central highland lies in the north of the Narmada river, covering a major area of the Malwa plateau. This is correct. North of the Vindhyan range, there is all the part of central highland. Central highland form a northernmost boundary of the Deccan plateau. This is correct. So it is called the northern margin or the northern edge of the Deccan plateau. So this is correct. See the statement. Which of the statements given above are correct? 2 and 3 is correct. Answer is B. Next question. In the following context, hot weather season, read the following statements carefully. Hot weather season in India is a shifting of the heat belt from the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere. So northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, there is no shifting of the heat belt. Reason for this is northern part of the India has been so excessively heated that remains there for the period of 2 to 3 months. So this statement comes wrong. So the hot weather season is characterized by the occurrence of low. This is correct. Very strong, gusty, hot, dry winds that cause the fatal. So there is some of the people, those who are exposed to the heat waves or the hot wind. So there is a fatal for them. Correct. Dust storms and the local thunders are common during the hot weather season with a pre-monsoon shower. So this hot condition is responsible for some of the dust storms, and some amount of the precipitation also occurs getting the moisture from the surrounding areas. So that is also correct. So next is which of the statement given above are correct. 2 and 3 is correct. We have the answer is C. Next question. Which of the following factors affect location of industries? Raw material, yes. Land also we require, labor also we require, power we require, capital we require, transport we require. So everything is needed there for the establishment of an industry. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the correct, all we needed. So answer is matching to the B. Answer B is the answer. Question number 36. Read the following statement carefully and select the correct answer using code given below. The southwest monsoon winds originate over the warm subtropical areas of the southern ocean and bring abundant moisture to the subcontinent. This is absolutely correct because the southwest monsoon originates in the southern hemisphere of the southern ocean. The maximum rainfall in the monsoon season is received in the northeast part of the country. That is also correct. So the range of the rainfall is 250 centimeter average and more. Break in the monsoon are related to the movement of the monsoon trough, which determines the spatial distribution of the monsoon. So monsoon trough is ITCZ position, so which controls the amount of precipitation in the particular area. So this is also correct. So let's see the statement. The rainfall in the Ganga Valley decreases from the west to east. So it is not decrease, rather it is increase. So in the West Bengal we have the high rainfall, but there the Punjab and Haryana rainfall is less. So because it increased because it decreased from the east to west. So which of the following statements is or are correct? So statement 1, 2, 3 is correct. 4 is wrong. So answer is B. Next question. Consider the following water bodies: Strait of Bab al-Mandeb, Red Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Suez Canal. Okay, arrange the water bodies given above in correct order of their geographical location from north to south direction and choose the correct answer using the code given below. So that is, we find there, this is Mediterranean Sea, and here is this is Red Sea. So this is here, and this is connected with the Suez Canal. This Mediterranean Sea, Suez Canal, Red Sea, and this part is a Bab al-Mandeb. Right? So let's see. Arrange the water bodies given above is a correct order. Geographical location from north to south. From north to south. So first will come Mediterranean Sea, Suez Canal, Red Sea, and Bab al-Mandeb. So first one. Number 2 is Suez Canal, then after Red Sea, then after Bab al-Mandeb. Right? So this is 3, 4, 2, 1. 3, 4, 2, 1. Answer is D. Next question. In the context of the Brahmaputra river, which of the following statement is or are correct? In India, Brahmaputra river flows through the states of Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Meghalaya, not in the Meghalaya. So the statement comes wrong. The Brahmaputra has braided channel in its entire length in Assam and forms mainly a riverine island. Yes, riverine island is there. This is Majuli Island, is largest riverine island of the world. So this statement is correct. Then after Brahmaputra river shifts this channel, yes, frequently, absolutely correct. So which of the correct correct answer using the code given below? 2 and 3 is correct. Then answer is C. Next question. Read the following statements carefully. Most of the freshwater lake in Himalaya are the glacial origin. Okay, yes. Because of the glacier has been more extended there in the Himalayan zones. Number 2 statement, most of the lakes in India contains water only during the rainy season. No. Many of the lakes have the water throughout the year. Chilika Lake, Pulicat Lake and Koleru Lake are the example of freshwater lake. No. Chilika Lake is the saline lake. Pulicat Lake is also a saline lake, that is also a brackish water. So this statement is wrong. But Koleru is a freshwater lake, right? So which of the following statement given above is correct? And only one is correct. Answer is A. Next question, 40. In the context of adolescent population in India, consider the following statement. Adolescents are generally grouped in the age group of 1 to 14. No, it is 10 to 19. 10 to 14 or 10 to 19. Nutrition requirements of the adolescents are higher than those of the normal child. This is true because they are most active age group. A large number of the adolescent girls in India suffer from anemia. This is also correct because of this only the Delhi government started distributing or supplying the iron pills in the government schools after the long checkup of the students, particularly girls in the government schools. So which of the statement given above is or are correct? 2 and 3 is correct. Answer is B. Next question. Read the following statement carefully. India's total area accounts for about 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. Yes. India is the 7th largest country of the world. The latitude longitude extends of India mainland of about 30 degrees. So that India's latitudinal extension, longitudinal extension, it is 8 degree, 68 degrees 7 minutes and 97 degree 25 minutes. Then after 37 degree 6 minutes and 8 degree 4 minutes. So that the difference is almost 30 degree, right? So that statement comes true. India is bound by the Jungfrau Mountains in the northwest part of India, or the northwestern, northern and the northeastern states. So this is correct. That is Himalayas. India is the 3rd largest country in the world in terms of area. No, it is India is the 7th largest country in the world. So let's see how many of the above statements are correct. We have 3 statements. Only 3 statements. Answer is C. Next question. With reference to mangrove forest, consider the following statements. Mangrove forests are found in the coastal areas that are influenced by the tides. This is correct. So therefore they are also called tidal forest. Mangroves are also called tidal forests. This is correct. The deltas of the Ganga, Mahanadi, Krishna and Godavari and Kaveri are covered by mangrove vegetation. This is absolutely correct. And Ganga Delta is famous for Sundarban Delta. Royal Bengal tiger is found in these deltas. This is correct. In these deltas or these forests, yes, Royal Bengal tiger is particularly the Sundarban Delta. It is Sundarban Delta in West Bengal. Next, so see the question, which of the statements is above are correct? 1, 2, 3 is correct. Answer is D. Next question. Consider the following statements. Climate refers to the sum total of weather condition and the variation over a large area over a long period of time. Yes, this is the long period of time. It is 33 years it has been marked by IMD, Indian Meteorological Department. So this is correct statement. The element of the weather climate are same, including temperature, atmospheric pressure, wind, humidity and precipitation. Yes, these are the attributes of the climate, we call it. Weather conditions fluctuate very often even within a season. Yes, weather condition fluctuates very often, rather it is within a season there is a fluctuation in the weather, but very often it is not there, rather it is a frequent, right? So this is wrong statement. Which other statement is or are correct? So here, yes, 1 and 2 statement is correct. Answer is C. Next question. Which of the following are examples of medicinal plants? So Sarpa Gandha, it is there in a blood pressure. Arjun, this is used for asthma caring. Babul, definitely it is medicinal plant. Neem, we everybody know, this is medicinal plant, particularly for the skin disease. Kachanar is also there, the medicinal plant. So choose the correct answer using the code given below. So all 5 is a medicinal plant. So there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the correct answer, D. Next question. With reference to the species found in a different type of forest in India, consider the following pairs. List 1 type of forest, list 2 the tree species. Alpine and subalpine forest, rosewood, mahogany, annie and ebony. So these are not the varieties of the alpine, rather this is the varieties of the tropical evergreen forest. Right. Next, moist deciduous forest, teak, sal, the sisam, hora, mahua. These are the varieties of the tropical deciduous. Correct. Moist deciduous, correct. Dry deciduous, babul, acacia, koku, khair and kajuri. This is also not correct because these are the varieties of the thorny bushes or the thorny forest. Tropical evergreen, black juniper, birch and larch. No, this is the variety of the temperate evergreen forest. Next is, how many of the pairs given above are correctly matched? So let's see how many is only 1. The answer is A. Next question. In the context of the Agenda 21, consider the following statement. Agenda 21 was related with the Earth Summit 1992. In the declaration signed by the world leader in the 1992 at United Nations Framework for Climate Convention on the Climate Change, not there. This was United Nation Environmental Program, UNEP, right? Environmental Development Program it is also called, Environmental, UNEDP, right? Then after statement 2, the main objective of the main objective is to combat environmental damage, poverty, disease through global cooperation on common interest, mutual need and shared responsibilities. Yes, it is there. The shared responsibility means developed countries will cooperate with the developing countries in order to overcome the problem of the environmental degradation. So this statement is correct. It aims to achieving the global sustainable development. This is also correct. The main objective of this program itself is a sustainable development. So which of the statements is given are above correct? 2 and 3 is correct. 2 and 3 is correct. So this is the answer, B. Next question. With the reference to the sustainable development, consider the following statements. For the first time, in the concept of the sustainable development was introduced during the Earth Summit Rio de Janeiro. No, it is wrong because it was first introduced in the 1972 at Stockholm Conference. At Stockholm Conference. Right? Then after, sustainable economic development means development should take place without damaging the environment, and the development in the present should not compromise with the need of future generations. So this is the definition of the sustainable development adopted by United Nations. Our common feature is a report was published as an outcome of Rio de Janeiro summit. No, because it was an outcome of the Brundtland Commission report. So, which of the statement given above is or are correct? So, only 2 is correct, only 2. Answer is a B. Next question. In the context of the forest area in India, consider the following statement. The forest area in India country is about 34.6% of the total geographical area. This is not there. It is near about 24% approximately. The National Forest Policy 1988 has recommended 33% forest cover for the plain. This is correct. 33% for the plain areas, 67% of the hill areas. This is correct. More than half of the state in India have about 33% of the geographical area under forest cover. This is also correct. So, like Madhya Pradesh also there, one of the state. Which of the statements above are correct? We have the 2 and 3 statement correct. 2 and 3 is the B is the answer. Next question. With the reference to the formation of tides, consider the following statement. Tides are the rhythmic rise and fall of the ocean water twice a day caused by the gravitational pull of sun and moon on earth. Yes, it is correct. A spring tide occurs during full moon and the new moon days when the sun, moon and earth are in the same line, resulting in the highest tide. So, this position is called CGG. So, this is also correct. Neap tide occurs during the first and a half quarter of the moon when the ocean water gets drawn in the opposite direction due to the gravitational pull of the sun and moon, resulting in the low tide. This is also correct. So, that is a quadrilateral position. Moon here, earth here and then sun. Sun, moon, earth. So, this is quadrilateral position like this. Right. So, this is neap tide. Which of the statements given above are correct? So, let us see what is the statement. 1, 2, 3 is correct. Answer is D. Next question. With the reference to the alluvial soil, which of the statement given above is or are correct? Alluvial soil is found in the northern plain and delta. Yes, it's very famous zone. This soil is useful for the cultivation of sugarcane, paddy, tea, rubber, not rubber, and the other cereals and pulses. So, this statement comes strong. The khadar soil has a higher concentration of the conker nodules than the bangar. No, khadar soil has the deposition of the clay soil, not the conker. Conker has been found there on the bangar belt. This is wrong. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Correct is only 1. Answer is A. Next question. Consider the following statement. Western Ghat have been formed by the subduction of the Bay of Bengal. No, there is no subduction. This is subsidence. It is subsidence, and also it is not the Bay of Bengal. It is Arabian Sea. It is Arabian Sea, not Bay of Bengal. So, the statement is wrong. The mountain chain of the Western Ghat are older than the Himalayas. Yes, correct. Western Ghat is one of the 8 hotspot of biological diversity in the world. Yes, absolutely correct. Tropical evergreen forests are there. Anaimodi is the highest peak of the whole southern India. It is correct. So, which of the statements given above are correct? 2, 3, 4. Answer is 2, 3, 4 is C. Next question. Consider the following pairs: conservation reserve and states. Manas Tiger Reserve in Assam. Yes, this is correct. And Corbett National Park, Uttarakhand. This is also correct. Bhadavgarh National Park in West Bengal. No. Sariska Wildlife Sanctuary in Madhya Pradesh. No, it is there in the Rajasthan. So, which of the following pairs are correctly matched? 1 and 2. Yes, answer is B. Next question. Which of the following states of India are covered under the Sardar Sarovar Dam project? States: Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. Rajasthan is not there, Uttar Pradesh is not there, right? So, select the correct answer using code given below. So, in India covered under the Sardar Sarovar Dam. So, 1 and 3 is the answer. Next question. The people of which among the following states have declared their forest into the community reserve named as Barodev Dakav Sonchuri. So this is the typically with the local tribes over there. So this is been there in the news. This is there in the Madhya Pradesh. With the reference to the different category of the forest, consider the following pairs: reserve forest, protected forest, unclassed forest. Reserve forest, forest land are protected from any further depletion. Protected forests are regarded as the most of the valuable as far as the conservation of the forest and wildlife resources are concerned. Unclassed forest, forest and wasteland belonging to the both government and the private individual. This is correct. So let's see what is the question. Which of the given are correctly matched? So this is correctly matched. 1 and 2 is not there. 1 and 2 is not correctly matched. So the answer is only B. Next question 56. With the reference to the coastal landform, consider the following statements. Erosion and deposition of the sea waves gives rise to the coastal landforms. Yes, erosion and deposition is the reason for the formation of the landform in the coastal areas. Sea cliff is a geological landform consisting of the steep and the vertical column or the column of the rock in the sea near a coast formed by the wave erosions. No, cliff is a vertical wall like structure. It's not a column. It is a mountain cliff, mountain wall. So the statement is wrong. The steep rocky coast rising almost vertically above the sea level is called stack. No, it is called a cliff, right? So this is, see which of the statements is above correct? Only one correct. Answer is A. Next question. Which of the following is our thrust area under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972? Ban on hunting? Yes, correct. Legal protection of the animal habitat? Yes, is also correct. Ban on trade in the wildlife. This is not the part on this. So there, select the correct answer using the code given below. So 1 and 2 is correct. Answer is B. With reference to the different types of the farming, consider the following pairs. Intensive subsistence farming, primitive subsistence farming, commercial farming, higher doses of input. This is correct. So primitive subsistence farming, so there all the family members are engaged in it. No mechanization of this. They are primitive subsistence farming. Capital no, it is primitive subsistence farming means there the traditional method of the farming has been adopted. Which of the following pairs are correctly matched? 1 and 3 is correctly matched. Answer is C. Next question. Which of the following factors affect the climate of India? Longitude? No. Altitude? Yes. Relief? Yes. Pressure and wind system? Yes. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 2, 3, 4 is answer. Answer is C. Very easy question on the concept based. They consider the following crops: tea, rice, sugarcane and rubber. How many of the above given crops are example of plantation crops? So tea is a plantation crop, rice, sugar is there, sugarcane is there, rubber is there, not the rice. Right? 1, 3, 4. How many of the above given crops are examples of the plantation crops? 3. Yes, only 3. C is the answer. 61. With the reference to the Europe, consider the following statement. Europe is the 6th largest continent and contains just 7% of the world's land. This is correct. It is the 6th largest continent in terms of the area. Europe is bound by the Atlantic Ocean in the north. No. It is Arctic Ocean. Arctic Ocean in the north and Arctic Ocean in the west. So this is coming to the north, Atlantic Ocean in the west and Mediterranean Sea in the south. This is correct. So this statement will be wrong. Vatican City is the world's smallest independent country which is situated in the Europe. This is 0.4 square kilometer. 0.4 square kilometer only. Which of the statement given above are correct? 1 and 3 is correct. Answer is C. Next question. In the context of the rainwater harvesting, consider the following statement. Rooftop rainwater harvesting is this technique through which rainwater is captured from the ground catchment, not in the ground catchment. It is the air or the rooftop catchment stored in the reservoir. So this statement is wrong. Number 2, rooftop harvesting is common across the town and villages of the Thar Desert. Yes, it is more promoted there. Gujarat is the first state in the country has made the rooftop rainwater harvesting structure compulsory to all the houses across the state. No, it is not the Gujarat, it is Tamil Nadu. So this statement is wrong. So which of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 2 is correct. So answer is A. Next question. With reference to the primitive subsistence farming, consider the following statement. This type of the farming is practiced in area of all over India. No, not in the all over India. There is some, the commercial is also practiced. This type of the farming depends on the monsoon, natural fertility of the soil and suitability of other environmental conditions to the crop grown. Yes, it is traditional method of the farming where the no input has been used. This type of the agriculture is self-sufficient and farmers only grow food and themselves, their families. So this is main concern is of the food grain crop. The statement is correct. Next is, which of the statements given above is or are correct? It is 2 and 3. So answer is B. Next question. With reference to the rural-urban migration in India, consider the following statements. Rural-urban migration has resulted in a steady increase in the percentage of population in the city. Rural-urban migration has resulted in a steady increase in the percentage of population in the cities. So there is a movement from the rural to urban areas. So there is a rise in population. So this statement is correct. Most migrations have been from the urban to rural areas because of adverse condition of poverty and unemployment in the urban areas. No, but rather the people go to the urban areas in order to find the new work or the job. Migration changes not only population size but also the population composition of the urban areas and the rural population in terms of the age and sex composition. So that there in the rural areas there is a decrease in the population and the sex ratio, and in the urban areas there is a decrease in the population and then also decrease in the sex ratio. Here the ratio, that is sex ratio, will rise and the population will decrease, right? So there is a demographic change from rural to urban areas because of migration. So migration change only not only the population size but also the population composition of the urban area, rural population in terms of the age and composition. So this statement is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So let's see. 1 is correct and 3 is correct. Answer is C. Next question. They read the following statement carefully and select the correct answer using the code given below. Latitude is the angular distance of a place north and south and equator, while longitude is the angular distance of a place east or west of the prime meridian. So latitude is a angular distance of the place from north to south. This is correct. From the equator. So this is north of the equator. This is called latitudes, while the longitude is the angular distance of a place from the east or west. So this is the longitude. So this is from the east and west composition. So this is correct. The prime meridian is a line of the reference of measuring the longitude as it passes through Greenwich, where the British Royal Observatory is located. This is called, therefore it is called the GMT. The distance between the two meridians of the latitude decreases steadily poleward until it becomes 0 at the pole. So not the latitude, rather it is the longitude. So this statement comes strong. How many of these statements given above are correct? 1 or 2 is correct. 2 statements. Answer is B. Next question. In the context of the celestial bodies, consider the following statements. Stars are the celestial bodies that emit their own heat and light. Correct. Some planets are also the celestial bodies. They emit their own light and heat. No, the planets do not have their own light. The North Star, also known as the pole star, and also used for determining the direction of the north. This is absolutely correct. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1 and 3 is correct. 1 and 3. Yes, 1 and 3 is correct. Is our correct? Answer is C. Right? Next question. Consider the following statement. The torrid zone is the area between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn where the midday sun is exactly overhead at least once a year. This is correct because of this summer of both hemisphere or the respective hemisphere. The areas between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and Tropic of Cancer, the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere are called temperate zones. So this is also correct. Fridge zone are the areas where lying between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere and Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere where the sun does not rise much above the horizon. So this is also correct statement. So which of the statements given above is or are correct? So all the three statements are correct. So answer is D. With respect to our solar system, consider the following statements. The sun, planet, satellites, some other celestial bodies known as asteroid and meteorite form the solar system. Yes. Neptune and Saturn are the planets that cannot be seen without telescope. No, they have the visibility sometime there during the night as a star. There are 9 planets in our solar system. No, there are 8 only. Neptune has been removed from the list of planets. Which of the statement given above are not correct? Not correct is 2 and 3. 2 and 3 is the answer. Answer is C. Next question. In the context of the motion of Earth, consider the following statement. Rotation is a movement of the Earth around Sun, whereas revolution is a movement of Earth around its axis. No. It is revolution and it is rotation. On the axis it is rotation and on the around the sun it is revolution. So the statement is wrong. The axis of the earth makes an angle of 23.5 degree with its orbital plane. No, it is 66.5. This is wrong. The circle that divides the earth, divides the day from the night on the globe is called circle of illumination. So this is when the earth has all the time a day and this is night. So this circle, it is called the circle of illumination. So the statement is correct. Which of the statement given above are correct? Only 3. Answer is A. Next question. With reference to the various seasons in the northern hemisphere, consider the following pairs. Winter season, December. Winter solstice, December. No, it is 21st December. 21st December. Summer solstice, 21st June, correct. Spring equinox, or this is also called vernal equinox. Vernal equinox, so this is also correct. Autumn equinox, September 23rd, this is correct. Which of the pair given above is or are correctly matched? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 is the answer. C. Next question. Which among the following planets has or have ring around them? So we find the ring. Jupiter is there, Saturn is there, Neptune is there and Uranus is there. They all have rings. Select the correct answer using the code given below. All they have, so the answer will be 1, 2, 3, 4. D answer is. In the context of African continent, which of the following statements are correct? Africa is the second largest continent and cover an area more than 3 times that of the United States, right? Most of the Africa is a high plateau surrounded by narrow strips of the coastal lowland. Yes, it is correct. High plateaus, highlands are there. The central and the southern area of the Africa are dominated by desert. No. The central part of the Africa is dominated by the rainforest and the southern part of the Africa has been dominated by the good or the fertile land and with the grasslands. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 1 and 2 is correct. So answer is A. Next question. Consider the following statement. In June, the southern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. In June, no, it is there in the month of December. So this statement is wrong. The summer solstice is longer days of the year in the northern hemisphere. Yes, June month. Seasons occur because of the earth is tilted on its axis and its revolution on its orbital plane. This is correct. So which of the statement given above is or are correct? So the statement 2 and 3 is correct. Answer is C. In the context of the Ladakh desert, consider the following statement. Ladakh is a cold desert lying in between the Dhauladhar range in the north and the Jaskar range in the Jaskar mountain in the south. No, Dhauladhar range is in Himachal Pradesh. So this is wrong. The climate of the Ladakh desert is extremely cold and moist, no cold and dry. Wrong. Dras, one of the coldest inhabited place on the earth, is located in Ladakh. Correct. How many of these statements given above are correct? So statement is 3 only correct. So answer is only 1 correct answer. With the reference to the Antarctica continent, which of the following statement is or are correct? The South Pole lies about almost at the center of the Antarctica. Yes. There are no permanent human settlement in Antarctica. Yes. This is also there. Conditions are not suitable. India has no research stations in Antarctica. This is wrong because India has Bharti is one of the research stations in the Antarctica. Choose the correct answer using the code given below. Correct options 1 and 2. Answer is A. Read the following statement carefully. Approximately 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with fresh water. Yes. A large proportion of the fresh water stored is the form of ice sheet and the glaciers. Yes, it is true. A portion of the salt water also exists in the air in form of water vapor. No. So this is salt water is not present in the atmosphere. So how many of the statements given above are correct? 1 and 2 is correct. So only 2. It is answer B. Next question. With the reference to the oceans, which of the following statements is or are correct? Mariana Trench is the deepest part of the earth and it lies in the Atlantic Ocean. No, it is in the Pacific Ocean. It is in Pacific Ocean. Then after, the Indian Ocean is the only ocean named after the country. Yes, it is true. No other oceans has been named after the country. Bering Strait is a narrow stretch of the shallow water between Atlantic and Antarctica. No, it is again the Pacific Ocean between Alaska and Russia. Right? So this is wrong statement. This is wrong statement. Select the correct answer using code given below. Correct answer is only 2 statement. Answer is A. Next question. With the reference to the ocean currents, consider the following statements. Ocean currents are streams of water flow constantly on the ocean surface in the defined or definite direction. Yes. So there is a permanent flow of the ocean current that is called the laminar flow. Warm ocean current originate near the equator and moves towards the poles, while cold current carry water from the polar to or the higher latitudes to the tropical lower latitude. This is correct. The areas where the warm and cold water meets provides the best fishing ground of the world. Yes, there is a movement of, there is a mixture of cold and warm water, the favorable fishing zones. So which of the following, which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1, 2, 3 is correct. So the answer is D. Next question. With the reference to the mountain pass, consider the following pairs. Bomdila Pass connects Sikkim and Tibet. No, it connects Tawang Valley of Arunachal Pradesh to the Tibet. Khardungla connects Leh with the Siachen. Yes, Khardungla is there. Leh with the Siachen. Lipu Lake connects Arunachal Pradesh with the Myanmar. No, it connects with the Uttarakhand with Tibet. Then, so this is wrong. Dihang Pass connects Uttarakhand with Tibet. No, Dihang Pass it connects Arunachal Pradesh with the Myanmar. Right? So this is wrong also. So let's see what is the question. How many pairs given above are correctly matched? That is only Khardungla. So answer is A. Only 1 pair. Next question. Wind and types. Permanent winds. So permanent winds, these will blow constantly throughout the year in a particular direction. Yes, therefore it is called the permanent wind. Seasonal wind, these winds change their direction frequently. No, they do not change their direction frequently, rather they change their direction over a period of 3 months. Local winds, these winds blow during a particular period. Yes, they blow, like take example of Lu. So it blows particularly summer season or very hot condition. particular period. So, which of the pair given above is are not correctly matched? Not correctly matched, 2. So, only 2. Answer is B. Next question. In the context of gallantry award, consider the following statements. So, Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra and Veer Chakra are example of these types of awards. These awards are presented by Vice President of India, not by the Vice President of India. And these awards are announced twice in a year. So, this is correct. So, this is first statement is also correct. Which of these statements given above are correct? So, 1 and 3 is correct. So, answer is D. Next question. With reference to thermobaric weapon, consider the following statement. These weapons use oxygen from the air for large high temperature blast. These weapons can be fired as rocket from tank mounted launchers or dropped from aircraft. So, this has been there in the news. So, these two statements are correct. These are the international law enacted to a specific ban on their use. No, still this type of any law has not been introduced yet. How many of the above statements are not correct? So, not correct only 1. So, the answer is not correct. Yes, this is only 1. Only 1. So, answer is A. Right. Next question. Which of the following statements are correct about Dhruv Advanced Light Helicopter? It is indigenous design and developed by Defense Research and Development Organization. No, this is wrong statement, not developed by them. It is capable of operating all weather conditions, is powered by twin Shakti engine. Yes. The ALH chopper are operated by all the 3 defense forces. Yes, it is also correct. So, select the correct answer using the code given below. So, correct is 2 and 3. Answer is C. Read the following statements regarding laser interferometer gravitational wave observatory. It is an international network of laboratories that detected the ripples in space-time produced by the movement of large celestial objects like stars and planets. Yes. Then after their statement 2, this observatory comprised 2 vacuum chambers that are built parallel to each other. No. Not correct. It is the LIGO highly reflective mirror are placed at the end of vacuum chamber and light rays are released simultaneously in both vacuum chamber. So, this statement is correct. So, which of the statements given above are correct? Let us see. 1 is correct, 3 is correct, answer is B. Next question. Consider the following statements about the hadron beam therapy. It is an advanced and highly precise radiation treatment for tumors. Yes. In this, the irradiating beams are made of the charged particles such as protons and other ions. Yes. The only disadvantage that it causes more damage to the healthy tissues than conventional. No, it is most easier therapy. India is listed among the countries that provide cancer treatment using this therapy. Yes, this is correct. India has evolved this of technology. Many of the above statements are correct. How many of the above statements are correct? 1, 2 and 4. Yes, only 3 statements. This is right. Next question. In the context of the baobab trees, consider the following statement. These trees are native to India and Australia. No, this is wrong because this is native of Africa and Madagascar. So, not India. These are also known as tree of life due to their ability to store water, large amount of fresh water in their extraordinary trunk. So, their size of trunk is very large. So, they store more water. So, they can survive in the low precipitation conditions also. These trees can live to 2000 years. Yes, they have the long life. Choose this correct answer using code given below. There 2 and 3 is correct. Answer is B. Next question. With reference to the charm lam dance, consider the following statements. It is marked It is a mask dance unique to Tibetan Buddhism. The performance of this dance is considered to be an act of cleansing evil forces. Yes, this is there in the news in the recent time. So which of the statements given above is or are correct? So both the statements are correct. Answer is C. Recently, ISRO tested an intermediate configuration of semi-cryogenic engine in this regard. Which of the following statement is are correct? This engine operate at temperature higher than the cryogenic engine but are still colder traditional liquid rocket engines. Yes, it is correct. Number 2 statement, this engine uses liquid hydrogen instead of refined kerosene. No, it is not using that kerosene. This engine is more powerful, eco-friendly and cost effective as compared to cryogenic engine. Yes. So select the correct answer using the code given below. So our correct answers are 1 and 3. Answer is B. Next question. Consider the following statement. Maha Upanishad is a Sanskrit text and is one of the minor Upanishad. Yes, it is correct. The Maha Upanishad text exists in 2 versions, one attached to the Atharvedas and another attached to the Yajurvedas. No, it is not correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So only 1. So answer is A. Next question. With the reference to the Palghat gap, sometime seen in the news, consider the following statement. This is a low mountain passes between the Nilgiri hills to the north and Annamalai hills to the south. Yes, it is correct. It is a geologically shear zone that runs from east to west. Yes, it is also correct. The vegetation in the Palghat gap is classified as dry evergreen forest. Yes. So how many of the statements are incorrect? No statement is incorrect. So that will be answer is D. River Cities Alliance was seen in the news recently. This is a joint initiative between which of the following union ministries? Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and the Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation. B. Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation and the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. C. Ministry of Jal Shakti and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. No. Ministry of Jal Shakti and Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Yes, it is there. This is the answer. D. Consider the following examples of hunting lodge between. Consider the following examples of hunting lodge built during the period of Tughlaq dynasty. Malchan Mahal, Kushak Mahal and Hastal. Hastal is not the part of it. How many of the above hunting lodge were built during the reign of Firoz Shah Tughlaq? So that is 1 and 2. Answer is only 2. Firoz Shah Tughlaq, how many of the above hunting lodge were built during the reign of Firoz Shah Tughlaq? Yes, only 2. 1 and 2 is there. Answer is B. India's first international multi-modal logistic park is being developed under the ambitious Bharatmala Pariyojana of the government. This park is being developed in which of the following Indian states? So this has been developed in the Assam. Recently, the Energy Transition Advisory Committee has recommended that India should ban diesel-powered four-wheeler vehicle by 2027. With reference to this, consider the following statements regarding the impact of diesel-powered vehicle. They emit the lower level of the carbon dioxide. No. Emission from diesel engine contribute to the production of ground level ozone, which damages crops, trees and other vegetation. Yet is there. Diesel engine are typically louder than the gasoline engine. Yes, it is there. They make so much noise. How many of the statements given above are correct? 2 is correct, 3 is correct. So the answer is 2. In the context of fertilizer, flying squid consider the following statement. It is a specific or the special team of dedicated officers formed to keep a strict vigil and to check diversion, black marketing, hoarding and supply of substandard quality of fertilizers across the country. Yes, this is a very dedicated team. These squads have been formed by Department of Fertilizers. Yes. Which of the following statements are correct? So let's see. 1 is correct, 2 is correct. So the both the statements are correct. Then which of the following statement are correct about carbon border adjustment mechanism? CBAM is launched by United Nations Framework Convention of Climate Change. No. CBAM is launched by to levy a carbon tax on import of products made from the processes which are not environmentally sustainable, non-green. Yes, it is there for checking the carbon there in the atmosphere. CBAM is part of Fit for 55 in 2030 package. Yes, it is correct. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So we have 2 and 3 statement correct. So answer is C. Next question. Recently draft notification on extended producer responsibility on waste oil was released. In this regard, consider the following statements. They were released by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Yes, it is correct. It aims to promote circular economy for used oil such as refining of used lubricants which could have both environment and economic benefits. Yes. It recommends that the producers and collection agent, recycler and used oil importer should register on the online system developed by the Central Pollution Control Board. So this is also there in the consideration by this CPCB. Choose the correct answer using code given below. So answer is 1, 2, 3 is correct. So answer is D. Next question. Read the following statement carefully. A persona non grata is a foreign diplomat who is asked by the host country to recall to their home country. The concept of the persona non grata finds its root in the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relation. Yes, it is correct. This is also correct. The use of persona non grata is limited to diplomatic alone. No. Other officials also it is involved. Then after, which of the statements given above are not correct? Which is not correct? 3 is not correct. Only 3. Answer is C. Consider the following statement above. Respiratory syncytial or syncytial virus. This virus causes infection of the lungs and respiratory tract and can lead to the bronchiolitic pneumonia. RSV vaccine is the first RSV vaccine to be approved anywhere in the world. So these two both are correct, has been recently in the news. Which of the statement given above is or are correct? Both are correct. Answer is C. Next question. Which of the following group of item is included in the India's foreign exchange reserve? Foreign currency asset, special drawing right, SDR and the loan from the foreign countries. Foreign currency asset, gold holding of the RBI and SDR. Yes, it was there in the news. So as we know, this is very much in the news and factual or aware about this information. So we can mark on, yes, this is mark on this answer, right? So this is all about this 100 questions of the geography and 20 of the 80 questions of the geography and 20 of current affair. Total of the 100 questions discussion. I hope this has been extremely helpful for your preparation. So you can keep it revising, learning. Then we'll meet again with the new concepts, new set of questions, and till then, thank you so much.